Okay, so we are sitting down again because I feel like it prevents me from getting so close to the camera. I think whenever I'm standing up, I'm so close to the camera, you guys, it's just like my face like in the frame. So if I'm like sitting down, there's like stuff in front of me, the camera's like further away, I think it'll be better. I think. Okay, so another departure today is instead of kind of going through all the makeup that I have on my face, we're gonna talk about eyeshadow crayons, eyeshadow sticks. There was some interest about like my favorite ones when I had mentioned the Makeup Forever one in my Sephora haul. So we're gonna run through that, give it some love, because when I share all my makeup with you, typically I completely skip over eye primer, and I also tend to skip over brow products because they're not that interesting. However, I'm not someone that uses eye primer. I haven't probably used eye primer, like a proper like clear eye primer, in I don't know, 7 years, something like that. So, and that was, even then it was very on and off. So I am an eyeshadow crayon, eyeshadow stick primer girl. Although after all that, I did end up getting the NARS medium primer. He has always had like the clear primer. He's come out with shades, I don't know how many years ago. There's 4 shades. I picked up the medium. It was on sale in a kit in Rue La La. Okay, tangent. So let me run through ones that I have repurchased first, because these have been in my collection for a really long time. And today I have on the By Terry Copper Crush. This is the Stilo Black Star. It's in the dark packaging. I also have his Ombre Black Star, not his, her Ombre Black Stars. This one is in the shade Bronze Moon. This one this is my second one. I have a backup of this. This is probably my third one of the Bronze Moon. And I have the Trish McEvoy Smoky Quartz, and I believe she also has kind of like a taupey bronze shade. I've used that one up. I don't have it in my collection anymore. So let me do some swatches for you. So the top one is Copper Crush. That is almost what I always start my eyeshadow looks with if I'm just not sure what I'm going to apply. The second shade is Bronze Moon. I tried to blend them out a little because that's how it would appear on your lids. And the bottom is the Smoky Quartz from Trish McEvoy. This nail color, this kind of electric purple, is from Sinful Colors. I will list the color below. The next brand of sticks I want to share with you are from Julep. I don't know, every time I see stuff from this brand, it comes out and then I feel like stuff gets discontinued or stuff is no longer sold at Ulta. Like this Ulta is typically where I pick up stuff from this brand, and I think they were part of the 21 Days of Beauty maybe last year or the year before. So I picked up these because they were probably half off. So they come in this gunmetal packaging. It's nice, and there's a smudger on the other side that is actually pretty useful. So I'm going to show you, I have 6 of them here. So from top to bottom, we have copper, bronze, olive, evergreen, burgundy, and orchid. Orchid is probably one of my favorites. I like the bronze a lot. The copper shade is kind of similar to the one from By Terry, but this one is a little more metallic. They come in a variety of shades. I think that the wear time on them is like decent. I wouldn't pull these out in the summer, but I can use them in the winter just fine. Okay, we have some from Cargo. They're from the Swimmables line. Cargo is a makeup brand that I see at like maybe Burlington a lot. I see it on like more random websites, and their eyeshadow palettes, I'm like, but these crayons, their lip liners and their eyeliners are all really good. And I just feel like this brand, I don't know if they are going to like go out of business or if they will be able to like have a resurgence. That would be great. Resurgence? That's like not the right word. There's another word I'm thinking of. Okay, anyway, so I really like these. I have 3 of them here. We have Palm Bay, which is a green, and Morro Bay and Island Bay, which are more like brownie tones. So the top one is Palm Bay. I mean, that is one of the most beautiful green shades. And then we have Morro Bay and Island Bay beneath that. Okay, next up is the brand Galactic Beauty. This is a brand I see on Macy's, and they always release products and I'm interested. I feel like their packaging's like really nice, but I don't think anyone really talks about this brand. Maybe I've heard people discuss their bronzers every so often. These are the metallic shadow sticks. I have 2 shades, one in cashmere and one in stone. Cashmere is a brown, stone is like a smokier color. Then we have the Laura Mercier. I have cocoa and amethyst. I believe these are probably both like free samples that came with orders. And I had maybe a few large, like full-size ones at some point. But maybe they were older or I used them up. But I feel like Laura Mercier was like the most popular brand of these eyeshadow sticks for a really long time, and they were really good. They are really good, but there's just so much variety and options now that these I like will purchase less because they're a little more, I don't know if I want to say they're more expensive, because the By Terry and Trish McEvoy aren't inexpensive, but I don't know, maybe I just like need to like rediscover these. So I have a couple shades of this, and I also just want to throw into the mix that I have these from Nude Sticks. It's their magnetic matte eye colors, and they're really beautiful shades, and the finish is really beautiful, and that's why I have them. However, the wear time on these is not like, this is not something I would use in the summer. Like, I do not want my eyeshadow to kind of, what's the word? Like smudge or like wear away. Like I'll get like that like more shadow down here sometimes, or even in here, which is even worse because it's harder to like tap something in. If it's something down here that's come down, I can very easily just kind of like grab a little concealer and just like erase it. But with these, they're more so for eyeshadows. I wouldn't use these as a primer. So these 2 are from Galactic. That's the cashmere and stone. We have the Laura Mercier, the cocoa, amethyst, and the 2 from Nude Sticks. Okay, so the last bunch I have here are ones that are the newest to my collection, so I really like them, but they haven't been in my collection as long, so I can't be like, these are the absolute best. But I think they're really great finds. I have a couple from e.l.f. that I've shared with you in a video before. I have Bronze Metal and Metallic Mocha. Bronze Metal is one of those beautiful eyelid shades that make your eyelid skin look really almost like glossy and wet. I feel we are all in search of that like glossy wet lid, right? Or like I think a lot of us are. And it's hard because sometimes I like see reviews or people talking about shadows and they're like, oh, it's so beautiful, blah, blah, and then I try it, I'm like, no, I can still see the glitter, or no, it looks more metallic on me, or just maybe I don't agree. This eyeshadow in Bronze Metal from e.l.f. is one of those glossy, beautiful, beautiful lid shades. So the top one is Bronze Metal, and the one under that is Metallic Mocha. Metallic Mocha is one of those one shade smoky eyes. Because of the way the light hits it on your lid, it'll look lighter, in your crease it'll look darker, and it's really, really nice. The next 2 are from Wonder Beauty, Wonder 2. This is a brand I see at CVS. I see it at Ulta. No one really talks about them. I feel like the first thing that like came onto the scene, I'm like lost for words today. I feel like their star product was their Wonder Brow. Like you could, you know, put it on your brows and it would stay put for a really long time when brow products were very popular. They've since come out with like a fairly full line of products. They have powders, highlighters, very interesting like packaging and textures. So I saw these on Ulta, I think, and they were half off. So I tried them out. I have the shade Sandstorm and Smoky Amber. These are so good. I mean, the e.l.f. ones I think are most similar to this, so the price difference is huge. But again, I got these half off, so they're probably like $10 or $12, but these are beautiful. This is Sandstorm. This is Smoky Amber. I mean, really beautiful. So this shade and this one from e.l.f. I think make the most beautiful lid shades. Lastly, we have the Makeup Forever in Jungle. I am probably going to pick up 1 or 2 more shades from this lineup. I really like the formula. I mean, I knew I would. Anything Makeup Forever, like aqua anything, is going to be very long wearing. So I really love this one in Jungle. And then this one is from Beauty Pie. It's in the shade On Taupe. And this is just like a matte brown. I use this when I also kind of don't know what eyeshadow look I'm going to do. Okay, so there's the Makeup Forever in Jungle, and up here is the matte shade from Beauty Pie on taupe. And let's see, let's give some final thoughts here. Okay, so I enjoy all of the ones I just shared with you. The Nude Sticks and the Julep are probably ones that don't have like as much staying power, as in like they are not bulletproof. I would use them more as eyeshadows, and then come summertime I probably wouldn't use them as a base. It would just be something I would use to intensify or enhance the eyeshadows I'm using. The most bulletproof ones here I would say are the Makeup Forever, both of the ones from By Terry, Trish McEvoy, Laura Mercier. These are the ones where you apply them, they are not going anywhere. I should say that I have like normal eyelid area. I don't have oily skin, I don't have oily eyelids, so I would recommend those most to you. And then everything else in between is just really beautiful. I love the e.l.f., I love the Wonder Beauty. Cargo is also extremely long wearing. I would probably put it in that mix. I just don't know how easy it is to get your hands on the ones from Cargo. So that is basically my eyeshadow stick, eyeshadow crayon collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you like. I obviously really like using these as a primer. So if you have suggestions, let me know. I feel like I've tried a lot, but you never know. Okay, actually, I'm not done talking. While I have you here, let's talk about Chinese dramas, yeah? Okay, so I finished Song of Glory. I really liked it. So because I haven't watched these dramas in a really long time, I grew up watching them, but when I probably went off to college, I stopped. So that has, it's like been 20 years maybe. I'm so old, guys. Okay, so if I have watched any in the past 20 years, it has been either any remake of Journey to the West, okay, whether it be like a movie or a series. I've watched that. And then any story written by Jin Yong. I don't know if that like rings a bell for anyone, but like I'm sure it does if you watch drama. So if there's been a remake of any of like, what is it, Legend of the Condor Heroes, oh my god, there's whatever, I think there's like 4 or 5 stories in that, like that he's written, like books. If there's been remakes of that, I've watched that. So but beyond that, I haven't really watched anything. So Song of Glory I just finished. I like it, or I loved it actually. Like the sets now that they have are so beautiful. I feel like this one, the sets were just like magnificent. And the makeup has gotten so much better, the wigs have gotten so much better. I know, I feel like I'm like so behind here. And then I watched, what did I watch after that? So because I really didn't know what to watch, and I really am having like a hard time like Googling and researching what to see or watch, I just kind of gone off of like whose acting did I like in what I had watched, and I just move on from there. So the main character, the girl in Song of Glory, I guess she was in Princess Agents. She plays a completely different character. It actually came out before Song of Glory. So I watched Princess Agents, and I so in love with it. Like the love story there is just so it's really hard for me to watch these if there's like no martial arts and like no fighting, because I'm like really into like action and like violent things. It's kind of weird, but I don't like guns. So anything I watch across like all TV and movies, I like there to be martial arts, weapons, physical, like actual fighting, like MMA type stuff. But I don't like guns. I'm not a big fan of like war, like it just whatever. Anyway, however, with Princess Agents, the use of CGI was a little like sus. There were just moments where like you couldn't focus on the story or the acting because you're like, this CGI is being very poorly done. Like this green screen stuff is like, But I love Princess Agents. Yes, I'm like full on like, yes. So I am Team YY, not Team YX. If you've watched it, you know. Okay, so Right now I'm watching 3 Books, 3 Lives pillow book. Only having gotten halfway through it have I realized, or like researched and realized, that it's part of another series of Eternal Love. Really huge productions. So I'm like in this new zone, right? So I need your recommendations. If you watch Chinese dramas, let me know. I have no problem watching other language dramas, but I tend to watch these like after work. So I'm probably on my phone or I'm doing other things around the house. So if it's in Chinese, at least I can understand it and I don't have to like watch it. I did watch Crash Landing on You, which is a Korean drama. Also really good. Like my brother recommended it to me and he pushed pretty hard for it. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And I probably watched it earlier this year. That'll make you feel things. At first I'm a little like, this is a bit much, but then once you get into it, you're just like, this is the most beautiful love story ever. Like I almost feel like I get that feeling whenever I watch a lot of these. But anyway, the one I'm watching now, that like 3 Lives, long title, but it's so, I wasn't into it. I have like really had to just watch it until I'm probably in like the 20-ish episodes. Now I'm like full on, like I am engaged. But before that, I think because the whole beginning is them being in like in the heavens, and I was kind of like, it was like okay, but once like they all kind of come down into the mortal realm, it's like then it gets like gritty and it's good. So okay, for those of you guys who don't watch dramas, there's probably this like 5-minute clip where you're like, I don't really care. Talk about food or makeup. Okay, we're gonna review snacks. Trader Joe's, Just the Clusters Ginger Almond Cashew Granola. This is really good, but you have to like ginger, because a lot of people will enjoy like almond and cashew, but you have to like ginger because the flavor here is very balanced. You're gonna get like equal flavor of everything here. This watermelon jerky, I really like this. If it wasn't $3.99 for such a tiny bag, I would probably get it again. Okay, so it looks like this. Even the seeds are dried. Imagine like it's like a potato chip that is sweet, that is also chewy and a little crispy. So I really enjoy the texture. I think it's really fun. This olive herb mixed nut mix from Trader Joe's, really good. It basically tastes like pasta. If you like oregano, sage, thyme, basil, rosemary, then you will like this. This is like a really well done mix. I really like it. I'm not an olive person, but I don't mind it here. Like I don't get olive on my pizza. I know it's like you're either an olive person or you're not, and I'm just like not, because they're quite salty. This is the Trader Joe's like rice crackers. These are really good. I really like them. I like that there's just, I think these were kind of expensive for what I like thought they were going to be, but it's actually, I think the price is worth it, because when you get a mix of like those Japanese mixes with like nuts and like rice crackers, there's not as many rice crackers, and I always want all the rice crackers only. So the fact that this is entirely rice cracker, it's like totally worth it. Like. Something I grabbed at TJ Maxx. If you've had the Stroop waffles, the original, and you like them, I would recommend these chocolate ones to you. The chocolate has like more of like a sweet bitterness to it, so there's, I think, a better balance, but these are really good. So they're slightly less sweet, but equally good. These are the hazelnut cream filled cookies from Aldi. So when I had bought these originally, I was like, I don't know if these are gonna be like soft or what. They're not soft, but they are really good. The hazelnut cream inside is delicious. These are good with milk or coffee. I know they have 3 other flavors. Are they listed on here? Yes, white chocolate lemon, white chocolate raspberry, and soft triple chocolate chip. So I would probably consider trying like one of these. I'm just not like a white chocolate person, so maybe we won't try them. But I just want to share some updates to snacks I've probably shown you earlier. Okay, so I just want to share that I am now going to be filming a couple like beauty only videos. I'm going to try and dip my toes back into that area. So right there you see some like makeup and, you know, me filming in front of my door because it's like the most natural light ever and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna try and have like vlogs and maybe a beauty video going up every weekend. If there's like a better schedule for that, let me know. I'm not really sure yet. Okay, buttered noodles. I've just boiled them and drained them. Okay, so before draining, I took a whole bunch of the pasta water and saved it. We've got butter melting at medium heat in a pan. Okay, so this is more or less how I make the butter noodles. I'm gonna do a slight variation today. Okay, so grabbed a spoon. So as this is melting, I'll add some water, the pasta water, into it to make it thicker and yummier. Okay, so yeah, it's so thicker now. I'm gonna add the golden curry to this. Obviously for normal buttered noodles, you would skip this step. Oh, obviously the curry step was extra. Skip the curry step, just kind of keep adding some pasta water until you like the consistency of your butter situation, and then everything but the bagel seasoning is quite good. What else have I used? I can't remember now, but salt and pepper. I mean, honestly, like the butter is the outstanding element here, right? Okay, so the step I did with the curry was a new step, but let's see if it's any good. I think it's gonna be good. I've never made anything with this curry that's not good. Delicious. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna eat like probably, okay, well, a quarter of it.